So we got her out on the 4-lane, so let's give it hell, see what happens. Hey YouTube, welcome back to Big Jake's Garage. This is the second video I'm doing. This here is Project Land Yacht. If anybody who's watching hasn't seen the first video, she was made in 1983, and my grandpa built it. It used to be a Suburban, chopped it in half, extended it, put an 8-foot bed on it, dually. Basically, short story, he sold it back in 92 and we found it 27 years later in the guy's front yard. But anyways, I went to fire it up and she fired right up. I didn't get a cold start video, but she's kind of stuck. She kind of sunk into the ice there, and that's all she wrote. Just spins the tire. So we're gonna go grab the tractor, hook her up, and try to pull her out of the hole, and basically give a little update video too on what I'm doing with this thing. I was hoping to have the motor done this spring. May or may not happen. We're going to LS swap this thing and get her running. Well, she runs good, but the little 350 is a little underpowered for this thing. We're putting a 6.0 LS in it, so I'm curious to see what that'll do. But anyways, let's continue with the video. I'll go get the tractor, we'll hook her up and get her out, and maybe I'll even do a little drive video with this thing. Well, that was pretty interesting. I ended up having to ask or get some help and have somebody on the tractor and yank me out while I was in the truck trying to back up. I didn't realize that it had sunk that deep into the ground. I'll have to walk over there and show you the holes. But I mean, it was almost up to the rim up in the front there. So she had sunk quite a ways this winter. I didn't think that it'd sink that far, but it did. But yeah, anyways, I got her out, turned her around. I got some fuel in it. So, well, I siphoned out the old gas, put some new fuel in. But yeah, it's good running truck. She just, I went, the choke's not really working, so I manually closed the choke, and she fired right up after sitting for about 6 months. Something like that. So we're going to do a little drive with it, since I didn't get to do a driving video last time. I don't know about that grill. I might get rid of it, I might not. We'll see. Sun's going down kind of bright. So we'll go for a little cruise. And I'll kind of show this thing off a little bit. Even though it's got a little 350 in it. It moves, this thing. It's just when you got a load behind it, she's a little doggy. But yeah, let's go do a drive. So here we go with the first drive. I don't even have to give it any gas. She just fires right up. Got the dash, or the dash panel off. Turn that down. She having electrical issues underneath the dash. I got most of it figured out, but I got a wiring harness right here that's painted this wiring harness. So this summer or this spring, whenever we do the engine swap, we'll rewire the whole truck, and then I'll have videos on that. So anyways, let's get with it. On here on the road, nobody's coming. All right, let's get going. Just like that, we're almost up to 65 already. But you go straight down the road just fine. Just needs a little bit of TLC. Put the visor down. We gotta slow down a little bit. I don't know if it's completely on. I believe it is. I think it's only a couple miles an hour off. I got 410 gears in this thing, so about 70 miles an hour. She's revving about 3 grand. So, but I usually only go about 60, 65 with this thing. Not a bad old truck though. Got some brake squeak or something. So we got her out on the 4-lane, so let's give it hell, see what happens. Was fun. I almost got stuck coming in the driveway. I gotta widen it out a little bit more. But yeah, the plan is to get the LS in it this spring. We'll see. I'm gonna do some videos on that. I'm actually gonna go to my buddy's shop right after this and work on it a little bit more. I'd say, well, if everything goes right, another month and I will have the LS in it and running and driving, or it'll be probably this summer to next winter we'll have it in. Summer's right around the corner. My buddy works on motorcycles, and he works on cars in the winter time to keep busy, and he said he'd help me do the LS swap on this. So if we don't get it done in another month or so, well, then it's going to be late summer, early winter project. If we don't get the LS swap, there is a bunch of other things I do want to do to this thing. I still want to change out the wiring. This wiring harness is just rotted. Well, not completely rotted, but it's getting there. Show you around this little bit. Show you some of the rot. It's opening up here pretty good. I mean, she does got a lot of cancer, but not a lot of cancer kind of thing. I don't want to half-ass job this thing, but it might happen, it might not happen. I hope within the next year I can get a garage and work on this thing. Because after I get the LS done, I'm going to do most of the body work myself. I've never done body work, but we're going to attempt it. The sun is just bright. I should get a lens for this thing. But yeah, not a bad old truck. I definitely need to get a new front windshield. She's cracked right along there. I'm worried that she's got too much rust below this, but I don't know until we pull the windshield out. And then these doors are just history. I'm actually going to get rid of them. But it's got some rust up here, as you can see. Hopefully I can fix it. I should be able to, I mean, it still feels hard. It almost just surfaced rust in a way. I could probably sand it and repaint it. But yeah, this door, it won't even, well, it'll roll down kinda. She's binding up pretty good. But I mean, it's kind of splitting along the top here. And it's either this door or the one on the other side. It's just flopping on the bottom. Yeah, this panel don't look too bad, but I bet the moment we cut into it, there's going to be rust up in there. And I need a new lens for the fender there. These fenders are in kind of okay shape. I mean, they're cracked on the back and they're spidering up top. Got a hood for a snowmobile. I plan on doing snowmobile videos too in the winter time. And then it's broke there. Because I kind of made the channel for the truck, but then I got other plans too. I'll probably do snowmobiles for like fill-in, I guess. I don't really have any other plans yet, but you know, we'll see. Just starting the channel for shits and giggles, I guess. See what happens. Show off the truck a little bit. Yeah. So anyways, if you like the video and you kind of want to follow along, like and subscribe, I guess. And if you don't, oh well. It is what it is. But, yeah.